96.1 The Beat with me, Manni Supreme, right here on the night shift. Shout out to my partner in crime, JoJo Alonzo. You guys can listen to us each and every night, 7 p.m. to midnight. Again, right here on 96.1 The Beat. Across from me, though, December Baby's out right now. I thoroughly enjoyed during my Christmas time listening to the young lady right across from me's album. I hope you guys can go and get it. I have Miss Alexa Lieb in the building.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year. How was your holidays?
Happy New Year. My holidays were amazing. It was so exciting just with the release. And, you know, December is my favorite time of the month, but because that is like when I was born. So
what's your birthday?
December 21st.
Okay, right before Christmas.
When's your birthday?
Guess.
Are you a Gemini?
No. I'm best friends with Geminis, though. My sign is compatible with everything, though. Give me one more guess.
Oh, God.
I feel like you're going to get it. It's coming up soon.
Soon?
Yeah.
Oh, are you a Pisces?
No. Ugh. No, I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, period.
Come on, right? Good energy, people.
I'm not an astrology expert
You're
by any means.
You're a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Right? I know that because my best friend, shout out to
Oh,
He's a
okay.
Sagittarius.
Oh, love that.
So, I mean, yeah. But, I mean, okay, cool. So, how did you celebrate your birthday?
So December is like always hectic for me and my family. There's 3 people in my family who have birthdays in December, and we have all the holidays: Christmas, Hanukkah, birthdays.
What
New
3
Year's,
people in your family?
Like my mom, my dad, and me.
Like
So,
direct family?
It's like back to back the entire holiday season. And I grew up like I'd never celebrated Christmas growing up, and to me, the magic of the holidays was something that I always kind of missed out on. I remember being younger, and all the kids in my school got like little elves that they would bring. Did you ever have an elf?
I didn't, but I was a part of the people looking like, yo, I want one. Like, what is that?
I remember like one year, all the kids were telling me like, what you do is you like write a note, leave milk and cookies out for Santa, and you get an elf. So I wanted to do that. I like went downstairs. All we had were these like juice boxes and like crackers.
Right.
So I wrote Santa a note. I left out the juice and crackers, hoping that would be like enough for him.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the morning, and I was so young too, and I came downstairs and I was like, oh my God, my elf is gonna be here. And everything was like put away.
No.
And I remember my dad was like, who left this mess? And I was like,
Did you take responsibility for it?
yeah, well, I was like, well, that was for Santa. And my
Right.
dad was like, well, like, he doesn't come to this house. And I was like, what?
Right?
So,
That's crushing.
so basically experiencing, you know, the holidays in December, being born around that time and it being so specific to me, I always marveled at Christmas. I always marveled at the season. And I wanted to write music about it. And it was something that always really spoke to me. So July of 2019,
Fire.
I was like,
That was a great year.
it was a great year. I
2019.
was like, let me write holiday music.
Fire.
And I started writing like 20 songs that some of them actually ended up on the project. And this was like the first time that I really got to experience like putting out like the way I really feel about holiday music, where it wasn't coming from a perspective of like, I get to have this. It was coming from a perspective of, this looks so amazing and I don't necessarily get the experience, but like, how wonderful is this?
Right.
And you see so many people who, it's like the old saying, like, if you have something, you don't always like appreciate it as much when you like don't have it. And so I know so many people who were looking at like Christmas as like, oh, like it comes around, but I'm so bored of it, or it's so exhausting, like giving gifts, it's so expensive.
And you're like, oh, I wish
I know,
I had
and
just one.
I would be like, but Christmas is so amazing because it's about giving, and it's so beautiful to be able to spend time with like your family and the people that you love, and everybody every single day is working. We're focused on ourselves, and this is a time where everything shuts down. You know, the world gives you a chance to like reflect and be with the people that really matter the most.
Facts.
And I think that's so beautiful that it's acknowledged and made important. But December Baby wasn't necessarily made to be a holiday project as much as my artist DNA. I am a December baby, so the season obviously is important, and I wanted half of the project to be about holiday music. So right now it's split. It's 8 songs. 4 of them are holiday records, but the other 4 are just more about what December means to me. And I have a song called Red Lips that I'm obviously representing.
Right. Marketing on point. Come on.
Exactly. And that song was one of the ones, like, you know, when I think about December, it's cold. You know, you can't really like put on your best outfit and feel sexy and like go out. So it was like the hottest thing you can do is put on a red lip and go out and just feel good and like feel it.
Yeah.
And that was the energy around the music. And then I have a song called Leather Jacket.
Come on, 2 for 2 right now.
And when I think about December, you know, I think about red lips, I think about leather jacket, I think about the word magic, and I think about wish lists. And those were the songs that were implemented on the not holiday side, but still reflected what December means to me.
Exactly.
And I think the number one word when I think of the holidays and I think of December is magic. How everything just feels so like the smell in the air.
Right.
The crisp.
Makes you feel like a kid again almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So you say you're like a big fan of the holiday season. What are some of your give me like your top 3 holiday songs.
Obviously Mariah Carey's
Right.
All I Want for
like
Christmas
by default,
Is You.
right?
I love
like the music you put on when you're decorating your house. Give me those songs.
Okay.
Because that's a different vibe than what you'll hear just, shopping.
Yeah, I like old music.
Nat King Cole.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That was he was one of the inspirations for my song Christmas Sounds.
Fire.
I wanted to have a record that really reflected like the warmth of Christmas and how it feels like sitting by the fireplace. And so I wrote that song. And that was actually one of the songs I got some of the best feedback on from everybody that's been listening.
That's dope.
And he was definitely, he's always been a big inspiration to me.
That's dope. So, birthday around Christmas time. A lot of my friends whose birthdays around Christmas time, they were teetering back and forth, oh, do I get birthday gifts? Do I get Christmas gifts? So, how did you make sure your birthday was even more special with you not being able to necessarily, celebrate Christmas?
I don't get that option.
Really?
I never do. When it comes to birthdays and being the 21st and being so close to Christmas, everybody's
right
happy birthday, happy holidays, happy New Year.
You get a big a paragraph text.
Every year I get a bundle. And I remember one year my brother even said why does she have to get double the presents? And I was like, well,
I was born.
You get a birthday and you get holiday gifts.
Right.
So why can't I get both? But that's just something every single year that is just unavoidable. But I do think as I've gotten older, the most important thing to me is just quality time. And I feel like so much of our lives are spent working.
1000%.
And we don't necessarily think about the fact that time is so fleeting and that one day none of us will be here to do or have anything. And the bonds that we build and the people that we share this time with that we love, it's so important to just enjoy what that is and not necessarily focus on things because I love jewelry. Can't take it with me. I love fashion. I love doing my hair. I love makeup. I love red lips. Can't take it with me.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily care about, getting anything as much as just making sure that while I am on this earth and while I do have the time to appreciate the people that I love and I do make those relationships, that's all I want to prioritize.
That's dope. That's fire.
And I think that's a big message in my music as well. Just my artistry in general is reminding people that nothing we have is eternal.
It's all fleeting.
Yeah. There's going to be a time where, God forbid, people might not even remember the name Michael Jackson.
Right.
My favorite artist ever.
Right.
But, it's so with our time and with making sure that we take care of each other. We're all human beings. We're all important. We all deserve respect, love, equal everything on this earth, that it's so important to make sure that we're kind to each other, we're
1000%.
respectful. And I just want to have those messages as an artist and make sure I say it. You know, I'm so blessed to be able to have this platform to talk to you.
Of course, I'm
tonight
blessed to have you come up here, right?
Yeah, and so, you know, I want to make sure I say something meaningful that people can be like, oh yeah, little reminder. It's not all about parties, and it's not all about what I have and how I look cool and everything, you know?
That's dope. That's dope. So for your fans that are watching, new people that may be just getting put on to Miss Alexa Lieb, let's go back to where you're from, and then where did music start for you, though?
I am from Atlanta, Georgia.
Gotcha. What part?
And Johns Creek.
Okay.
I am not from Atlanta, Georgia.
Johns Creek it's with traffic. It's a little far, but it's really not that far.
It's really fucking far. Can I say the F word?
Of course.
Okay.
Say it twice.
It's really fucking far. And
yeah, with traffic, that's like a 2-hour drive, maybe.
Yeah. I definitely left early today and still arrived late. So that's just
you really
how
have
it
to have your
goes.
days planned living in places like that in
You
Georgia.
do, and I don't plan that, so it's very hectic.
So you stay in the car. Your phone is always on the charger.
all the time. And now, even on TikTok, you can't even go live while you're in the car.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah.
Not they have a new safety feature to keep us safe.
I know, right? Crazy.
You know, I actually have, not to go too much about me because we're here talking about you, but, you know, being young and having a sports car in a city, your insurance is going to be high, right?
Right.
Tell me why I can't even get on my phone or, like, make my insurance go up. So, like, phone calls, everything. I'm like, yo, you got to, hey, Siri.
Right.
You know, I'm like literally
Well, they
Tony
have, like,
Starking my car when I'm driving.
I'm sure, like, all modern cars have Bluetooth, right?
Yeah, but it's like, even if I pick my phone up, the app that tracks, like, my insurance will catch it, and then now I'm paying, like, $1,500.
Wait, that's a thing?
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, if you call me, I'm having to, using my car like Jarvis.
Oh, my gosh.
Iron Man used Jarvis,
I
honestly.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's crazy out here. But Johns Creek.
Johns Creek, I am like a born singer
Okay.
and learned songwriter. I had a very toxic, tragic young relationship when I was 14 that just forced me to become a songwriter. It was either that or like drugs and alcohol.
You chose the
And
right path.
I chose the path less traveled.
Right.
But yeah, it was always my form of coping with anything. And my mom never believed in therapy for how crazy my household was growing up as like a mixed child, which people don't talk about.
Yeah.
Like mixed babies are always so beautiful. Not to brag on myself, but the environment that you grow up in
The
as a
dynamic.
mixed child is just so crazy. At least this is my experience where like my dad is like white from New York, Connecticut. My mom is Indian from India. And it was like no one could agree on music. No one could agree on food. Everybody was wrong about everything. Like there was just so much confrontation growing up in my house, and it inspired so much of my music. But it also made me want to sing because like there was so much arguing all the time that like no one was listening to what I was saying. Nobody, I don't know, it was just like I felt like I wasn't ever really heard
Yeah.
a lot. And then when I started singing, like everyone wanted to listen. So I felt like I really leaned into what my superpower was. And then going into high school, and then just I never really felt the need to like do drugs or
Right.
drink or anything like that. I was completely sober. I went through this relationship that I was so young, and again, my mom didn't believe in like therapy or anything, so I kind of had to teach myself how to be my own therapist and get through these situations and deal with these, like when you're so young and so emotional and you're doing things for the first time and you don't know what's right and people are telling you it's wrong, but it feels right and you're trying to navigate through all of
back
that.
and forth.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I had was my music that was always there to comfort me. And I started writing songs, and that was like the biggest blessing. That's when I met Cuz.
Shout out to
shout out
Cuz Lightyear,
Cuz.
man.
My day one.
The GOAT.
Your cousin, my day
Right.
one. And we met at a studio, and I had just barely, written like my first song or something, and he was like, "Oh, this girl has something."
Yeah.
And he has been like A&Ring me from the very beginning,
That's fire.
like literally since I was in high school. And then I recorded my first 3 songs in somebody's basement, and it was just like a piano demo. And he was like, "I know this guy who's working with Mike Will. I think like we could send the music to him and just see what happens." And so we did that. One night I was in my basement just probably playing piano and crying, and as I did when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting a call. It was like close to midnight, and I was like, hello? And this guy was like, "Hey, Lex, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just writing music." And he was like, "Okay, cool. Do you want to go to the studio and meet Mike Will?" And I was like,
What?
like right now? And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Hang on one second." I remember screaming upstairs. I was like, "Mom, do you want to go meet Mike Will?"
Like right now?
And my mom was like, "What, Alexa? Yes, let's go." And so we got ready. And my mom, she already knew who Mike was.
W mom?
She's
tapped in like that?
She's tapped in like that. She is just like, she loves hip hop music. My older
Fire.
brother also was always into hip hop music. And she just knew. Like, she did so much research for everything. She knew I wanted to be an artist also. So she was like, I want you to go to the best.
Supporting the
So
dream.
that had already been a name, like, in her mind. And then obviously, Cuz had been over, like...
Where isn't Cuz at, though?
No, exactly. He's definitely in Johns Creek. Of all the places you wouldn't expect him to be,
Facts.
he's there.
Now I know, though. Now I know.
And we just, we went that night, and I met Mike with my mom, and I wasn't allowed to go anywhere by myself, too. I was so young. She was just like... the only person she ever trusted me to be around to by myself was Cuz also. Like, just being so young in the industry and her not knowing anybody either. I don't come from a family of musicians or anything. So it was like, she felt like it was just like sending me out into the woods.
Right.
Without,
As a parent,
Yeah, without a shovel or anything. I didn't have a gun.
No book
I didn't
bag,
have
anything.
nothing.
Not even hand sanitizer.
Not even.
Yeah, it's just, all right, I'll see you when I see you.
Right.
Literally.
So,
That's dope, though. W mom. Having a
Yeah.
supportive parent, especially careers like, yourself, like what you have is, I feel like
Yeah.
very
I'm
critical.
I wouldn't be able to do anything I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at without the support of my family and them. They don't understand what it means to be an artist,
Mhm.
but they still try their best to support it. And that's the most I could ask for
Right.
because, I've gotten in so many screaming fights trying to express, why I have to do certain things or why I have to look a certain way or try certain
Yeah.
things or say something online.
Doesn't it just give you a headache where it's like, again?
I know.
I have
and,
to explain.
I don't think I have always been able to do the best job of communicating. I think I'm so much better as a songwriter. So when I write my feelings down in a rhyme scheme, it makes so much more sense. And I feel like I get a point across better than when I'm having like a casual conversation with somebody.
That's fire.
So that's where most of the fights came in. Like, if I could have just turned in everything I was doing and all of my plans that I had in my head into a song, my parents probably would have been like, "Oh, okay, we get it."
I get it. I
Right?
get it now. That's fire. That's fire. So it's a new year. Give me 2 things on your artist bucket list you're going to scratch off. By this time next year when I see you, I'm like, yo, cuz, she told us, she was going to do this. So it's done.
Okay. So one of the things I feel like I already did,
Mhm.
which I think was the most important thing, which is introducing myself, Alexa Lieb, putting out my first project, December baby,
Right, go get that.
and just being able to have something out, living and breathing. Like I have fans who know me as Solex and have been waiting for music to come out
Mhm.
and for years. And now I'm finally in a place where I've spent the last 3 to 4 years really making sure that my message is right. Most
Mhm.
importantly, the music sounds amazing, and my team, my core people around me, that's really strong. And I feel like realigning all of those things now, that's already been the first thing checked off that I got to do like a little early.
That's fire. That's
At the end 2025, already checking off that. But for 2026, I want to be performing a lot more. I want to be able to actually connect with my fans and um, be able to serve my message as an artist and as a human being and as somebody who, I feel like I do have something to say that can be
1000%.
impactful and that can help people. And that's all I want to do.
For sure.
And being able to actually be in somebody's face and to deliver that message, and even ending my songs and reminding everybody how important it is to be kind to each other and to give and to be there and support each other, be brother and sister with everybody that's around you,
Mhm.
be a community, no matter where you're from, what you look like, what you do or don't do.
We're in
Like,
this together.
it's so cool to be kind and to just like be a good person.
Mhm.
And as long as I can just put that in the ear of everybody with everything going on in the world, all of the darkness that we see constantly from the news and media,
Mhm.
just being like that little sprinkle of
It's
light
like,
wherever
oh yeah,
I
there are good
can.
people out here.
Yeah.
That's dope. I think more artists should take that on. If you're watching this and you're an artist, you were just thinking about rapping about killing someone. Hopefully, my
Right?
dog Alexa motivates you to change the style. No, I'm joking with you, but no, I think your story is dope.
Thank
This has been one of my
you.
favorite interviews.
Oh
A
my God,
lot of
thank
people don't allow
you.
themselves to be vulnerable and just express their true passion for what they do. So, I mean, congrats on all your recent success. I mean, working 3 to 4 years, just really perfecting a craft to really get it where you want it to be. I salute you. Because
Thank
I'm a
you.
rusher. I like when I have the idea, I'm like, yo, I'm about to call Cuz because I know he already has a plan. I'm
No,
about to call
that's
Harris, I'm about to call
good.
everyone. I just like getting stuff done. But I feel like taking your time, and one thing that I've been able to learn while growing in my personal career is just like what you said, like really finding those right people who like really understand your language. You shave off so much unnecessary like miscommunication conversations or just having to overexpress your ideas to people who really don't get them. So
Yeah.
salute, congrats. I mean, you're with
Thank
one of
you.
the best teams around town, especially here in
No,
Atlanta.
I thank God every single day for aligning me with the people that I'm with. Mike was one of the first producers I ever worked with from after writing like my first few songs. So
Subtle flex.
I really feel like it is my privilege to go as hard as I can because God doesn't give this opportunity to everybody. And
Facts.
the fact that I get to be in the position I'm in, I do have my family's support. I do have such a strong team and amazing sonics, amazing production, everything. Like, I just feel so
Outstanding
grateful.
production.
Outstanding. I feel so grateful. That's why I don't take
Come
my ear off.
on.
I don't take my ear off. I got 3 ears on me.
Come on, man. I mean, eardrummers right now is just making literally so much noise. Shout out to my guy True Beats. I mean,
Oh yeah, True's
what
going
aren't you guys cooking up? I gotta come to the warehouse sometime,
yeah,
man.
pull up.
You know,
I have
such
to
a
play
legendary
you
place.
my new album too.
Come on, what are we doing? We gotta set that up.
Hell yeah.
Man, this has been amazing. I really don't want to end this. I'm just trying to really keep it going, but I really appreciate you for coming to talk to me today.
Thank you so much.
I'm super excited to hear this new project. I know it's going to wow me. I might have to go put my leather jacket on, honestly, afterwards.
And
right?
if you want, put your red lips on.
Maybe. I might put my niece in some red lipstick, and then we could just match. I'll hold her while I have my leather jacket on, right? Is there anything you want to, like, leave off with the people? Any shout-outs you got?
Shout out Manni Supreme.
Come on. This is the first time someone shouted me out. That's love. God. Let me end this before I start crying, man. Alexa Lieb, go get it. December Baby out right now is me, Manny Supreme, on the night shift, 96.1 The Beat.